I am a massive fan of Nintendo and their video games, and I've been collecting them for the past, 10 years. I've got a decent amount of games, and in today's video, I wanted to show you my entire Nintendo games collection. Starting off, we have the NES, and this is the only game I own for it, and it's the Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt Track Meet 3-pack. I've played Mario, I've played Duck Hunt, that's about it. Next console on the agenda is the Super Nintendo, and starting off, I've got Donkey Kong Country. I grew up with this game. It's one of my favorite SNES games I've ever played. I have a lot of nostalgia playing with this, with my siblings. Wasn't this gunked up in the past. I gotta clean this copy, but this is my childhood copy that I grew up on my father's Super Nintendo that I was given. Metal Combat, Street Fighter 2. I remember playing this a lot with my cousin growing up. It's a super fun action fighting game. Obviously a classic. It's not the super version, but this one I still cherish. It's not really a game, but we got Super NES, Super Scope 6, Super Mario All-Stars. This is another one that I grew up with. I've played this cartridge to death. The original 2 Lost Levels and 3 classics. Super Mario Kart, one of my favorite Mario Kart games ever made. And a game I've only played on the Nintendo Switch services, Super Mario World. I do own this physically. Really good game, even though I've only completed like 2 levels. Next system in terms of release date is the Nintendo DS. And we start off with Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Never played it, but I'm told it's a really good game. Eventually I'll get to it. Disgaea DS, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Once again, like the other one, never played it. My copy's a little bit scuffed. Eventually I'll get a new case for it, but I do want to try this out. Sudoku, not really good at Sudoku, but interesting to try out this game. Again, I tried playing this once. I was starting to get a hang of it. Still not good at it though. The World Ends With You. I really wanted to get this game for so many years. I saw it came out on Switch, then I never got it, but somehow I ended up with the DS copy, the one that I originally wanted anyway. I can't wait to play this. The last one technically isn't mine, it's my fiance's, but it is Mario Party DS. And she has a modded DS, so she can play stuff out of the country, you know, out of this region. So this is one of the ones in the collection. Next is the Nintendo Wii, one of my favorite consoles of all time. I don't have many games for it currently, but eventually I'll have more. I've got Bleach, Shattered Blade. Never played it. I do like the Bleach anime, and the reason why I got this, I got it free, and that's because this game has like this kind of reflective cover art. Eventually I'll give it a try. One of my favorite games of all time, Monster Jam Path of Destruction on the Nintendo Wii. I grew up with this. It's the first game I've ever 100%ed. One of like 3 ever. I love this game to death. I actually have the box copy, which comes with the Wii wheel stickers. I do really love this game. This is not my original copy, but I just had to get it when I bought my new Nintendo Wii. Wii Fit Plus. I really like the Wipeout-esque course in the game. I do have some hours in this, even though I'm pretty sure the Wii Balance Board would call me names if I tried playing this again. One of my favorite games of all time, Wii Sports Resort. I absolutely love this game. I just spent hundreds of hours in it. You have the basketball, sword fighting, archery, the wave race like mode. It's just such a good. This is easily one of my favorites. This is one of the favorites that I own, and I'm glad to have it. This one I don't have an actual case for. But I do have Wii Sports, the original as well. Next, we've got the 3DS, starting off with Codename Steam. I've never played it, but it's a Nintendo game with Abraham Lincoln, so I have to give it a shot, right? A classic. Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, a game I will get to eventually, or my friend is probably going to hurt me. Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia Echoes. Or I think it's Fire Emblem Echo. You know what I mean. This is, the way I've been described, it's one of those games on 3DS you have to own. One of those must-buys, and I will get to play in this eventually. Another one of my fiance's, actually a lot of the 3DS is hers, Hello Kitty Picnic, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. I would like to try this out sometime in the future. New Super Mario Bros. 2, Nintendo, Nindroids, Ninjago, Nindroids, with Ninjago, Shadows of Ronin, Super Mario 3D Land. I'm trying to work on 100%ing this one. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. And then we got the last two for the 3DS, which are absolute classics. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. I really want to get into these and actually experience them correctly. Almost forgot about the GameCube. We've got Luigi's Mansion, one that I don't see out much, and it's a really different case. But it's very interesting how I somehow ended up with this. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time plus Master Quest for GameCube. It's very unique because unlike the other versions of GameCube, where you have this kind of special casing here, this little banner on the casing. Here, it's like almost Switch-like, but just on the other side. It's almost like it's Japanese case equivalent, but on an American case. It's very, very weird, but it's also really cool to have this game. Pac-Man Fever. Here comes the console that I have the most games for out of Nintendo consoles, the Wii U. And starting off with Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Wii U. I really want to give this game a shot. I'm a huge fan of hack and slash games. I'm really excited to try this out. Darksiders 2, another hack and slash. Want to give this a shot too. I also have that on PS3, so I might play it there. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Here it's a really good game. I really like the Tropical Freeze, or the Donkey Kong Country games. I really want to give that a shot. Hyrule Warriors, Lego City Undercover. This is basically a must-have for anybody who owns a Wii U. Basically the GTA of the Wii U console. An absolute bona fide classic, Mario Kart 8, one of my favorite kart racers. I don't know if Super or this is in front of each other. I'm not sure yet. Minecraft Wii U Edition, Minecraft Story Mode, an absolute Wii U classic, Nintendo Land, Pokken Tournament, Rodea the Sky Soldier. This one's interesting because it's also a Wii game. So when you open it up, you get both the Wii version and the Wii U. The Wii version's pretty good from what I hear, and the Wii U one is awful. Very interesting they released it this way. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. I thought this was the original for some reason, but I still really like this one too. Really fun game. Splatoon. I have a modded Wii U, so I'm able to play this online again. Fun enough past the official date. And this has been a blast. Super Mario 3D World, another classic. Mine's very interesting because it's a Family Game of the Year edition. You would think this being rare would be expensive. No, it was like $10. Another classic, Super Mario Maker. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. I really want to give this game a shot. It looks beautiful, especially on the Wii U. It almost looks like a PS4 graphically in terms of like the lighting. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I really want to give this a shot. The story looks amazing. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. It's a Fire Emblem game mixed with, I think, Shin Megami Tensei. I'll give it a shot sometime. A franchise I really love, Xenoblade Chronicles, with this being X. I played a few hours. I need to get back into it. So far, it seems pretty good. Ending off the Wii U, we have Zombie U. Very interesting Ubisoft at the time exclusive. It's not that bad either, too. This is actually pretty good. And finally, for current Nintendo consoles, we have the Switch. And we start off with the BioShock collection. This is my fiance's. I'm currently trying to get into the BioShock series. From what I've played of the first game, it's pretty fun so far. We also have Fire Emblem Three Houses. I bought this a few years ago and still haven't played it. I really need to. Next, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Really fan of the Switch era Zelda, and I do really want to get into this because it's supposed to be a prequel, sort of Breath of the Wild. This one, I'm really excited. I like first-person shooter games, so this is going to be great. Metroid Prime Remastered. For a Switch game, it looks like the best Switch game on the console in terms of graphics. I'm excited to play this. Minecraft, Nintendo Switch Sports. Obviously, I'm a Wii Sports franchise fan, so I had to have this. This is an interesting one. No More Heroes. I'm a very big fan of the entire aesthetic of No More Heroes, and I've been playing through this. Once again, hack and slash fan. Really like it. Right now, this is my only limited run game. Pokemon Legends Arceus, basically Power World before Power World. Pokemon Violet. This one I want to play Puyo Puyo Tetris, the original. I received this recently. I do really want to play it. I'm a fan of Tetris. I would really like to give this a shot, especially since this was like early Switch. Absolute classic here. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm still working on beating this. Game. I'm like 30 hours in still. It's one of those games where I come back, play a little, come back, play a little on the same save file. But eventually I will beat this. Having a blast though. And then we got The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I will play this eventually as well. I got a feeling this is going to go a lot faster for me compared to the first one. The Outer Worlds. And then we end off with that franchise I was referring to earlier. One of my favorite franchises currently, with one of my favorite games of all time, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I love this game. When I first started playing, I'm like, oh, this is a really cool JRPG. I'm getting the hang of it. And then everything goes off the rails as the story continues, but not in a bad way, in a really good way. I really recommend it. The included DLC, though, it's like a C-tier DLC. It's fine, but the main game is really damn good. And then ending it off, the one that I'm currently playing through, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm having pretty good amounts of fun so far with Chronicles 2. That was my entire Nintendo collection. If there's any games you think I would like, recommend it to me in the comments below, or roast me. Goodbye.